Weird. Huh. Let's wait for people to show back up. If I missed your guys' question, just leave it back. Or just type it back up and I'll get back to it. I don't know why my streams are having these issues. Like I said, if I missed your guys' question, just put it back. I don't know why that happened. My whole computer just completely just restarted or something. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why that happened, but it seems to be working now. It completely shut everything back down and it restarted my entire computer. So I don't know why it did that, but it appears to be good. And I'm checking everything. Everything's, yeah, okay. Anyways, if I missed your guys' question, just I was going to end the stream shortly after that anyways, but I wanted to answer all you guys' questions before I did. So if I did miss your question, just or comment, leave it in the chat and I'll get to it. I didn't want to restart the stream because I wanted to review those comments that you guys left. But like I said, my entire system just completely froze and restarted on me. My computer, AMD. I need a NVIDIA. Hello, Iman Plays. Hey, George. Oh, nice haircut. Thank you. I appreciate it. The color is weird in the stream. It looks blonde. It's not blonde. It's like a white platinum with a hint of purple or violet. Looks. I kind of like it. But yeah, if I missed your guys' comment, just let me know down in the chat, and I'll get to it. If not, I'll just in the stream, and I'll re-upload that to my channel. That way, if you guys want to watch it, I can review it later, or you guys can review it later on. I might have another live stream. There's a lot of background noise right now, so I don't want to stream for much longer. It's a lot of talking, and like I said, I'm running out of room, so I don't really have a like option in terms of background noise. So I could probably just stream later, or because Titans is coming back. More Titans news is coming after I finish up all the remaining episodes I have left. So once I get through that, we can have another Titans season review stream and review all the cool new stuff coming out in terms of season 3. So that'll be cool to review. And I wanted to react. I completely forgot about this. I wanted to react to all the Supergirl trailers. The season 1 trailer, season 2 trailer, season 3, 4, 5 trailer. I think that'd be a fun way to commemorate the show for where it's been, where it's going. But if I do that, there's going to be an echo in the chat, and I don't want that. So I'm thinking we can do that in another stream right before Supergirl comes out. And we can react when the Supergirl Season 6 trailer comes out. I can react to all of them back to back, and then hopefully figure out how not to have a echo. So I'll figure something out. But if you guys want me to do that, I will. Do you think the Batwoman, Superman, and Lois crossover will be detective-based? I absolutely believe that, and I hope it is. I hope, because, I mean, every single crossover has just been beat 'em up. Beat up the Nazis, beat up the aliens, beat up the shadow demons, beat up the Anti-Monitor. And they're great, but after a while, it's kind of boring and repetitive. I want a crossover that's different. That's why I think I'm in the minority where I really liked the duet crossover. I thought it was fun, and singing was great, the music was great, and it was something different, and I think that's what I really liked. It was a different kind of story, a different kind of villain, and it was just one episode, and I think if we get more crossovers that are like that, an episode, 2 episodes, that would be great. And I think we need more of that. So if there's like a smaller scale detective crossover that's from the comics or something, that would be great. So we'll see. If it is detective, which I don't see why it wouldn't be, I think we need that. I do. I think we need a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Diversity in that regard. So yes, detective crossover. What do you think about the Flashpoint movie and all the add-on heroes? I'm glad you asked. I am loving everything about the Flash movie so far, except for one particular thing. It's just it's just a small thing. It's the fact that it's not Flashpoint. I understand what they're going for. They want to reset the DC universe, and I'm all for that. And I understand that they're going to bring in potentially all the other Batmans, like Christopher Nolan's version of the Batman, and then you have Zack Snyder's version of Batman, or Ben Affleck, and why can't I remember the actor's name that played Christian Bale, that guy who played Batman. Those actors might be in the Flashpoint movie. Well, actually, I know Ben Affleck will be. I'm not sure about Christian Bale, but if we get all these characters in these movies, like Kingdom Come Superman or Christopher Reeve Superman, stuff like that, then I think that would be really cool. Different versions of these Supermen, at least. And I know a lot of these actors are no longer with us, but I still think acknowledging these different Earths would be a really good idea. I think, the crossover Crisis on Infinite Earth did a really good job with that without having the actors in there. They just acknowledged it. So, like Adam West, Earth 66, I mean, that was really cool. So, I hope that we get something like that. I really do. It's just the fact that they're calling this movie Flashpoint, and it's not really a Flashpoint movie. It's not following the story beats of Flashpoint. That's the only thing that bothers me, because I've always wanted a big screen Flashpoint movie. We didn't get it on the Flash TV show. That was a really big disappointment, in my opinion. It should have been half a season at least, or a crossover at least. But like, you could have done Flashpoint instead of Invasion. It had a lot of potential, and they threw it away, in my opinion. And I know it's a lot of hard work to do crossovers, but I mean, I'd rather have a decent Flashpoint story, or sorry, a no Flashpoint story than a Flashpoint story that has nothing to do with the comics and hype this up just to be disappointed. And I'm thinking that the Flashpoint movie is gonna be somewhat like the comics, but because it's throwing all these other things in there, it's gonna be really good. So we'll see. I like the duet crossover as well. Yeah, I don't know why so many people hated on it. I genuinely liked it. So I don't know. No Nicolas Cage. Oh yeah, I forgot. They're thinking about bringing in Nicolas Cage's Superman, his unseen Superman. Please don't. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh man, I can't believe that was an actual option that they're approaching with. Wow, I love your hair color. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Brandon will be in it. Brandon Ruth, yes, he will. He'll be playing 2 Supermen, apparently. Flashpoint Gaming, Failure Gaming says, I like that the Flashpoint movie is more multiverse based than the time travel based. I think it will be a more fun movie. Yeah, that's why I'm not too bothered by the fact that it's not going with the way the comics is going, because if you're not going to follow the comics, do something different. I mean, take specific elements that makes it Flashpoint, like his mom dying and Reverse Flash, turning out to be the big villain at the end when he wasn't involved in it at all in the movie until the very end. And I think taking those main aspects are good. The Amazon and Atlantean War doesn't have to be a big aspect. If you want to do more multiverse stuff, great. All for it. But please, if you're going to call it Flashpoint, have the main story beats in the movie. You don't need to have the middle. Just the main story beats. That's all I ask. Please. Please. The Flashpoint Paradox movie, I thought, followed Flashpoint comic exactly. It did. For the most part, it did. I'm talking about the Flashpoint movie, the one with the one coming out in 2022 with Ezra Miller. I'm talking about that movie, the live action one. But yes, the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie did follow the comics pretty well, I believe. I have Flashpoint sitting behind. Oh no, I think Tyler has my Flashpoint comic, or I left my Flashpoint comic somewhere. I have Crisis and Infinity Gauntlet sitting behind me. I like. Oh, already read that. Apparently, Nicolas Cage Superman will be in Tim Burton's Batman universe. Really? Why? Why? Okay, what do you think about Tom Cruise as Iron Man in Doctor Strange? What? That's a thing? I think if Tom Cruise was Iron Man to begin with, I'd be good with it, but I don't want them to recast Iron Man at all in the MCU, so I don't like that at all. But if he was Iron Man from the beginning, I'd be completely happy with that. But don't recast Tony. Give his daughter or someone else the Ironheart, title. Let someone else take up the mantle. I'd much rather have something like that happen. You think the showrunner wanted Flashpoint disappointing? No, I don't think they wanted it to be disappointing. I think they were just limited in what they could do. I think that they only had a certain budget. They only were limited to certain rights to certain characters. And I think they wanted to use that story in a way to further their season, to push the Savitar, now who's the villain Flash, now who's the villain kind of aspect of the story. And I think that they still could have done that if they had followed the comic story a little bit better. But they didn't, and we only got an episode of it. And if you want to count the second episode of season 3, fine. But it was really just the first episode. So I want to see a big fight between the Amazons and the Atlanteans. I do too, but I don't think we've spent enough time with the Atlanteans yet to, build that up. Unless Aquaman 2 comes out between now and Flashpoint, which I don't think it will. We spent some time with the Amazons. We've got almost 2 movies, and Batman v Superman and Justice League. So I think it'll be interesting. So if they... See, that's the thing, though. It would be interesting, but how would it follow the story beats of the movie they're trying to make? And that's what sucks, because I want those things to happen, but they don't need to happen. And, I mean, look at Infinity Gauntlet. I've read Infinity Gauntlet, and there's a lot of things in there that they could have done, and I wanted them to do. I think they should have done, but in terms of the broader storytelling of the MCU, they didn't do that because they wanted it to fit their story, and I'm okay with that because it worked. Infinity War and Endgame was a fantastic movie pair. Absolutely fantastic. I don't think anyone didn't like those movies. Any Marvel fans, anyways. And I think if DC is doing the same thing, where they're creating their own story, kind of taking a little bit of inspiration from Flashpoint, then I think that's a good thing. But until we see Flashpoint, until we see a trailer and some more details, I'm worried. Because seeing the Atlanteans and Amazons fight would have been badass. I'm serious, it came out this morning. What did the Titan Season 4 news? Or the... Oh, you mean Tom Cruise's Iron Man? That seriously came out this morning? I was busy trying to pre-order an Xbox, so I didn't even notice that. And then by the time I was done with that, freaking Supergirl news dropped. So... Oh. Failure says, honestly, with the movie being multiverse-based and having many... cameos, I don't think Reverse Flash will even show up. I think Reverse Flash will be a post-credit scene. Oh, I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine with Reverse Flash post-credit scene. Just a little bit of hint, or like a voiceover that says, Barry, I'm coming for you, or just anything that's ominous and cool in Reverse Flash. I'm down. I'm 100% down as long as he's in the movie in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's post-credit scene or in the movie, very end, very beginning, just somewhere in there. I'll be happy. He's talking about the multiverse Doctor Strange movie with Tom Cruise. Oh, so an alternate version of Iron Man as Tom Cruise. Well, then yeah, I'm game. That would be awesome. I thought you guys were referring to him being recast or something. I was like, no, don't do that. But if it's a different version of Tony, yes, all for it. Do it. That would be freaking awesome. A Mission Impossible Iron Man. It doesn't get cooler than that. That's just awesome. Well, it's the same with Titans. They're not using the Red Hood / Joker story. They're not. That was the one thing giving me hope for season 2. I thought maybe there'd be a Red Hood thing. Aw, man. Now finishing this season is going to be a little bit more difficult. I thought... So they're not going to do Red Hood? You have Jason Todd, but you're not going to do Red Hood? That makes me extremely upset, actually. If he's not in season 3 or the end of season 2 or even season 4, I'm going to be extremely disappointed. That's even worse than Flashpoint. I mean, you have the character, you have the setup. It's just pull the trigger and go. It's right in front of you. You've used the Joker on the show. It'd be a bigger missed opportunity than Flashpoint, in my opinion. The show's dark enough for it. It has the budget for it. Storytelling aspect of it could be the villain. Everything's falling in. It's a season waiting to happen. So if they don't do it, I'll be very upset. Oh, that one hurt. Trying not to burp into the